Let's get it poppin'.
Hey, yo.
Don't even get me started.
What is wrong with people?
I can't even find the right color marker.
People are crappy. People don't even know what to do.
There's only drama when feelings are involved.
Oh!
I am not getting knocked up. What do you mean? How much more you got left? Please sit down and buckle your seatbelt.
See, this is what we got in store for you this season.
Let's get it hype.
What's up, guys? Morgan and I are back on the mic for part 2 of TMI trivia, firing back and forth with questions.
Yeah, let's do it.
Bekah, we hope you are feeling better. We're still rolling with this. Check out part 1 of our questions, but we're going to dive into some juicier ones. So, next question. What is the sexiest feature you love in the opposite gender?
This one's very vague because it's not very specific, but as long as the person of the the person who I look for in a partner or like the other gender, as long as they're like keeping their body healthy, like they're not like they don't have to have a perfect figure or like amazing skin or like all that. If they have like a pretty decent figure, like they look like they're keeping a hold of themselves, like that's what it would be. But like so like honestly a good body in general.
Oh, just overall.
Like, yeah.
Sexiest feature you love in the opposite gender.
Is it beards?
No. No.
I don't understand how people like beards so much.
I like a finely trimmed beard and kept together.
Doesn't it like tickle you?
Kind of. Like it's just kind of rough.
Yeah.
Almost. You get like used to it. I don't mind beards as long as they're like neatly kept. And that takes a lot of work. Like I get it.
It does, yeah.
But I don't like the overgrown
I don't like the feeling of it.
Yeah. It's just I don't know.
But what is like the
sexiest feature? Shoulders.
Like broad shoulders.
Broad shoulders. I love broad shoulders.
Oh.
Mention something that is currently bothering you right now.
Currently bothering me right
now.
Dang. Probably. So I just graduated college, so probably the fact that like stuff gets serious.
Oh,
so,
like life.
Like life. Really. It's obviously not exactly like this, but it's like people regard it as like, okay, things get serious now and fun's over, like but like obviously that's not true exactly, but like it gets to you, like, and your friends all move away and all that, so like
it's
probably
big.
that
it's a big thing,
if anything, like that.
Current thing that's bothering me right now, oh my god, I think that my nursing papers are not going through yet. Like, you're just so eager for the next step. Like, once I get approved, then I can go and look for a place or something like that, too. I'm just waiting. Oh my god, what's the next one? Mention something you do when no one is watching.
Oh god. Oh my god. What is...
something that I do?
Something I do.
When no one's watching? I feel like I would do it while watching.
Sometimes I talk to myself.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I think that's the most extreme thing I do. When nobody's watching. Like,
I don't know. What do I do when I'm... What do I do?
When people, like, play out scenes in their head?
Yeah.
Kind of thing, when they're alone, like, seeing, like, how things could go, like, that I do sometimes. But I think that's pretty normal. Like, I think people just do that in general. Like, how people say you act out a whole scene in the shower?
Yeah.
Like that.
No, I don't think that is even, like, the worst thing.
Things I do. I'm trying to think of something, like, weird. I don't do that many weird things when I'm alone.
I don't think I do.
Like, there's never a moment where I'm, like, afraid somebody's going to come in and see me doing something weird.
Yeah, I'm not really afraid of that either. I mean, I watch, like, a lot of, like... This is even something, like, I watch a lot of videos on YouTube about, like, what other countries think of Americans or vice versa.
Yeah.
I'm not really embarrassed to do that around other people, though.
Yeah.
That's something I probably do alone a lot. I don't know why.
I get into this, like, I get into this like weird hole of when I just like learning about the most random things,
Oh, I do that.
like how spiders shed their skin,
Ew.
and like
It's
what
disgusting.
what how this building was made in like Dubai, or like stuff like that.
Oh, like you just go into
Yeah.
like a rabbit hole of like, I
Yeah.
kind of do
But I
that.
like it though, because when sometimes people like bring it up, like, oh, did you hear about this one building that was made here? It
And
did
you're like,
this,
yeah.
and I'm just like, yeah, it was made with this much steel and this much concrete and this many people, and people are like, how do you know that?
I'd be like,
And I'm just like, listen,
come on. I'm like, I got you.
I just know like a lot of general knowledge because of that stuff.
What is the biggest fear you've overcome?
Biggest fear I've overcome.
For me, I guess overcome completely is heights. I used to be really scared when I was younger.
Biggest fear.
I treat this as a milestone. I have that phobia with snakes. I can't even look at them. But I'm getting better with looking at pictures of snakes. I still can't really watch videos of snakes.
My biggest
Forget
fear.
being around snakes.
Yeah.
Forget it.
My biggest fear, like, that's really tough. Like, because I've never had any big phobias. Like, so I'm trying to think, like, my biggest fear. S-
Stumper.
yeah, this is like tricking me. Like, I have no idea. Biggest fear, like, well, I mean, when I was recently got over.
Yeah, like completely got over.
Um,
Like one that you got over.
my big one when I was younger was fear of the dark. Like, I hated the dark.
The dark.
Like basements and all of that. Like,
You used to hate the tub drain.
yeah, I used to think I would like go down the drain.
Like the Rugrats.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Jesus.
No, one thing I didn't like pretty recently, fairly recently, was like being alone, like physically. Like if I was like if I was like
in the
alone
house?
in like a house for a long period of time, like I would start to like not get scared. I would just like get like uncomfortable.
Oh, like
you know what
start...
I mean? Like I
like-
needed social like interaction. Like,
okay, like yeah.
but that was like fairly recently. That was like a couple of years ago.
Interesting. So you say that's your most recent?
I guess, and it wasn't even such a big one, but it was just like, you know.
Have you ever had a pregnancy scare?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, and yes, and yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Doesn't say how, doesn't say when, so let's move on.
Oh no!
Doesn't say how many times, let's move on.
Let's go. When is your birthday?
December 8th, 1997.
Woo!
When's your birthday?
April 23rd, 1992.
There you go.
Oh God. Who was the last person you texted?
Last person I texted, my girlfriend.
Okay. Bekah. Hope you're feeling good, Bekah. If you would ever change anything about yourself, if so, what would it be?
Change anything about myself?
Would you ever change anything about yourself? And
Would
if
I
so?
ever change anything about myself? Well, you go first if you can think of one. I got a thing.
I wish I wasn't so... I guess like back in the past, I guess it still stems to now. I was a big perfectionist and I would get so anxiety ridden if I didn't get anything perfect. So I wish I could kind of change that to not worry so much, because I thought, especially in high school and middle school, basically anywhere, that grades and everything and doing the best in class mattered.
Yeah.
If I could just relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Not that I regret it. It's just, yeah.
Yeah. I would say for me, like, I had a really big fear of failure. So even if I knew I could like do something completely, like in sports or like academics, like if I like thought I could do something, I wouldn't have confidence in it enough to know I would win. So like, or win whatever it was. So I would just, the fear of failure just like maybe not do it at all. And then I would see somebody like underperform compared to me, and then I'd be like, oh well, damn, like I should have done it. But like that hits me sometimes. Like sometimes I still have that fear of failure, but like.
Have you ever walked in on anyone having sex?
Yeah.
Yes.
In college, yeah.
Yeah. Same with me.
A couple times.
I think only once or twice for me. But
Once with people I knew, and the other time with just random people at a party, and I said, "Oh, sorry, guys."
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't think they noticed. I honestly don't think they noticed. I don't think they cared either.
Good God. Oh my God. Have you ever been convicted of a crime?
No, I've gotten a citation as a group of people. Like I was with my friends, and then like as a group, somebody in our group got a citation because whoever's house it was got the citation,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just like split it. But like technically, no, I've never been convicted of a crime. Citation's like the biggest thing, and it was like $40 each. Like
whatever.
Never even happened. Like
I would guess kind of. I guess.
What?
We were up in Scranton. It was like this thing, and I was like we were following someone. Emily was in the car, and we were at the stop sign, and I was like doing one of those slow, like around the bend, like pull out sort of things, and I got a letter in the mail apparently that I like hit a cop or something like that.
What?
Yeah, and it was very explicit. The note was like, oh, 2 officers walking, and the female officer said I hit
like
her
on foot.
On foot.
Oh, I thought you meant like a car.
No, that I hit her with my car while it legit said, if I can find the thing because I kept it, while she was eating a hot dog. It was. I have the note somewhere.
I would save that forever. That's like amazing. The note.
I got a call while I was in class from Mom. She's like, "What is this all about?" And I'm
what
like,
did you do in Scranton?
I don't. We were driving somewhere. It was during the daytime. It was at 1 something, and it was like this whole thing.
Was it like a warrant for your arrest or what?
No, that I was like I had to state if this was true or not, and I was like no, but they got my license plate or whatever, and I don't know if it was one of those things where it was like they just chose me. I'm pretty sure I would remember if I hit a cop eating
So
a
they
hot
got
dog.
it on like camera. Are you saying they got it on a camera?
No, they don't have me on camera. They just said they memorized my license plate.
What?
Yeah, so I didn't have to go to court or anything.
Honestly, that happens. Like, I guess, like, you don't even see somebody and you can, like, cut them off, but, like...
I'm like, what the... But she was acting like I ran her over.
Yeah, like...
So nothing really happened from that, but...
That's ridiculous.
I don't know if that's considered a crime.
No.
I have it somewhere.
Convicted, like, if you've been
convicted, no.
Yeah.
So I almost did. Okay, this is my pet peeve. Have you ever sent a sexually explicit text?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I really have not.
A sexually explicit text, like, involving what?
Like, oh, I want to do you tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like,
I really don't think
not even a question. Like, yeah.
I really don't think I have.
Never.
Not like, it's like, I'm like, that makes me cringe, personally, sending those type of things.
It does to me, too, because it's just, like, words on a screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it makes me
rare.
cringe.
I used to, like, a couple of years ago, I really used to. Mm-hmm. But now, not as much. Because, like, you're a bit more, like, adult. You just, like, wait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
even when I was younger, I would get them, but I wouldn't know how to respond. Or some people get very detailed and very turned on by, like, typing that stuff. I can't do it. It makes me, like, I can't do it. Like, I legit cannot do it. Like, I'll be like, yeah. I'm like, okay, see you later.
It's like a book. It's like, blah blah blah. He said with a sweat on his forehead, as he wiped his whatever.
I can't do it.
I do, but very lightly. Like, and it's very rare. I feel like.
Have you ever engaged in sexually explicit activities over video chat?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yes. Never.
Never.
Like,
Can't
does this
do
involve video chat or like Snapchat? Like
anything.
Yeah, I have.
I have not. I can't do that either.
I'm getting more apprehensive about it because like internet is internet,
mm-hmm.
but like you just don't know. But like
mm-hmm.
I'm getting more apprehensive, so it's like definitely going down. But like
mm-hmm.
yeah, I have.
God, I can't do that stuff. I don't know why. I'm like, what is your relationship like with your parents?
Very good.
I would say good.
Honestly, been
better.
Yeah, honestly, been. It's never been like horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's been ups and downs, but like it's never been like I feel more grateful compared to people
Oh yeah.
Like half of like I won't say like names, but like more than half my friends' parents are like divorced.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm grateful that I still have both my parents that I can lean on.
True.
And like some people can't even talk to their dad or like vice versa their mom. Like
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like an awkward thing. They have to have two rooms. They have to move things, coordinate. Like
True.
so I'm very grateful for that. Like
True.
I'm happy for that.
I mean, Dad and I were not on good terms for a little while, but we're better.
Mm-hmm.
We're a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
I say as a whole, we're a lot better.
And that's the main thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're gonna have moments with your parents, and then you'll rebound. You'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
It always comes back. Like.
What was the last thing that made you cry?
Last thing that made me cry. Driving back from Penn State kind of got emotional. Not because like I had a super big attachment to like Penn State. I don't have super big attachments to like organizations like universities. I think that's kind of silly. But I have an attachment, and I got emotional driving back a couple days ago about like how far I've come kind of thing, and now that chapter's over.
Mm-hmm.
Should I have done more? Should I have done less? Like my mind wandered, so like I cried about that on the way back. Just a little bit, because I don't cry in general that much. Like I've kind of become numb to crying. I don't know why. Not because I don't want to. It's just like when I try and cry, I don't cry that much. That did make me cry. Yeah. You.
When did I cry last?
It's a hard one.
I would kind of say
It's very recent for me.
it was recent for me too. I think coming back, and I know this year for me, I think it was on Thursday actually, so a couple days ago. I think
Thursday this week.
Yeah, I sat down and I finally made a final deal with my new big purchase. So I got a car. Like brand new, it's not cheap, like sort of thing. And I think like when we came back and I just sat there, I'm like, oh my God, so many things in my life is going to change. Kind of like,
it's like a big step. It's like a massive step. Like,
it's huge. So I think I was just sitting there. I'm like, I'm able to, because Mom was like, are you happy with your purchase? I'm like, I'm able to look at that car and I'm like, I worked really hard for that car.
Yeah, it's a symbol.
Yeah.
It's a symbol for what you do,
It's a pretty car. It's, I'm going to have fun in it. It's, whatever. But I can look at that car and I'm like, holy crap. It wasn't a cheap car, but like, I'm just like grateful that I worked hard for it and no one can take it away, sort of thing. Like that sort of thing. So it made all the hard work like kind of pay off. Not that it has to be symbolic in a material piece of thing, like a car. But now
it shows what hard work can do, kind of thing.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that was. I'm like.
And sometimes I'll even like if I'm like in the mood to cry, I'll just cry.
Oh yeah.
Like if I'll like listen to like a sad song and it'll make me cry. Like you just get in the mood where you want to cry. You like throw a sad song on, and you just cry.
Yeah. That.
But yeah.
Should we end it with one more?
Yeah, one more. Let's do one more.
What was the worst gift you ever got?
Worst gift?
Like you... It's horrible to say that.
It is. I mean, we don't have to say names, obviously. I mean, we could, but like, we don't have to say names. Worst gift I've ever gotten. And it sucks when it's like the big gifts.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
A lot of thought went into it.
Like, and they're happy about it.
And they're like, oh, like I did so much to get this to work. And then
you're like,
just like, I don't care about things like that.
Right.
I'm trying to think of, I can think of loads of small gifts. Like I'm sorry, Dad. But
no.
No. But like every year he does get me like a book. And like, I like to read. I do read books. But sometimes it's about a thing that's just like I think for the past 3 years he's gotten me a book about the Romans, and like 3 years in a row he's gotten me a book about the Romans, and the third year I was kind of like, okay, like I kind of like don't have too much motivation to read this, so it's just been sitting and I feel bad, but like,
oh no,
but like that's the only like. But he's gotten me some like incredible things. Like, don't get me wrong. That's just the one funny thing, and it's just a book.
Worst gift for me. This was years ago. It was in my relationship. It was Christmas. And I don't know where he got the idea from. It was thoughtful, but even with like those gifts where you're, when someone doesn't ask for a piece of jewelry or doesn't ask for like a bag or whatever, and you go and get a bag.
That's like a specific thing that's very particular about.
It is very specific. So I got this fossil bag. It was...
Wait, who was this from again? I mean, you don't have to like say like, but their relation to you.
Oh,
not to say the name.
Ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
And it was literally the worst bag I ever saw in my life. It wasn't anything that I would have used.
Yeah.
It was like a fossil like tote bag, but it was like the worst pattern. It was like the pattern that you find on that table at Macy's that's like 60% off. Like you just always see it every time you go.
It's like snakeskin, leather.
Yeah.
Like
clearly he didn't ask his mom or my mom or you or anyone about that.
That's such an annoying thing because like jewelry, clothing, bags, makeup, like, oh my God, cologne, perfume. It's such a personal thing that's a thing you get yourself unless you trust somebody really close to you kind of thing. But like those are so specific. I would never get people things like that unless like I really had a good feeling about it. But especially like cologne.
Yeah.
Luckily I've had luck with my cologne. People have gotten me good things.
Mom's really good at that.
But like that's such a hard thing to nail. I don't have confidence because I have a fear of failure.
Oh, so, shoot. It comes back around.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what to say because, like, I didn't want to disappoint him, but I did flat out come and say, like, where did you get this idea from? It wasn't even on the list.
That's the worst thing.
Nothing. And it's like you make those straight point forward gifts, like, oh, just a Starbucks gift card or Bath & Body Works lotions or something. But you're like...
Yeah. You give people a list for them to follow. Whenever I give people a list, they never follow it.
Never follow it.
Ever. They're like, what do you want? I'm like, you're not going to... Like, I genuinely want it. Like, and then they're like, no.
I felt like the crappiest person saying it, but I was like, oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah, I'm not that big in gifts anyway. Like, if somebody gets me a bad gift, like, I don't care. Like, it's just a gift. Like,
now I don't.
I'll value it, but, like, I don't really care.
I got rid of it.
Like, I did that even from a young age. Like, if I didn't like something, I'd be like,
that's true. I felt like such a shallow person, but I was like,
yeah.
Like, literally? Are you serious?
Yeah. If it's like a big purchase, and I really don't like it, it's like a big purchase.
Big purchase.
I will be like, listen, like, I don't like it. Like, I'm doing this so you can save your money because I'm not going to use it.
Right, yeah, no.
But if it's like a small thing, I'm not going to, like...
Yeah.
Be, like, rowdy about it, you know? Yeah.
Well, this was fun.
This was good.
We should keep doing this.
Learned more about each other.
Yes. Yeah. Guys should send in some TMI questions too. There were some more on that list that I saw, but we should save it for like part 3, part 4,
like
part
anything.
5.
Send in anything.
Anything. And we should do this with Bekah too, but no. Maybe we'll just keep doing parts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, who knows?
All right, this is a great time to sign off here. Peace out, guys.
Peace out, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.